closing in on that northeastern corner, but right now there's no relief in sight. That is not the case for our region. We are going to remain cool and unsettled over the next little while, but there are a couple of dry days, and I'm going to point those out. But in the meantime, tomorrow is going to be very wet, Sophie, particularly through the earlier part of the day for the Metro Vancouver region. You can see that rainfall spreading in the Caribou Central Interior region, but it just doesn't spread far enough into the BC Peace River area. So Fort Nelson, a mix of sun and cloud tomorrow with just a very slight chance of an isolated shower. Meanwhile, these areas here expecting periods of rain on and off. We'll see that rainfall here across the south coast, and temperature-wise, only 15 degrees, well below seasonal. Typically, we'd be up to 19 degrees, but that's what we want. We want that cold rain to preserve the snowpack. The 2 days that look bright right now, Sophie, are Thursday and Friday. Still a little ways off in terms of timing, but we'll refine it. Hopefully it stays put as we get closer to the end of the week. Back to you.
Here's hoping. All right, thanks, Kristi. All right, let's bring in Kristi Gordon now with a look at our weather forecast, and it's a wet one, Kristi.
Yes, but that's exactly what we need, Sophie. So I thought I would just give you a brief outline as to what we've had. When we look at the last 7 days across the BC area, we've certainly seen some substantial rainfall, but you can see that the bulk of it is along the coastal regions and across southern BC. And we have had some in the BC Peace River area, but it's really these areas in the central interior and northeastern portions of the province that really need that substantial moisture. Now, for our region, we're going to continue with this trend of cool and settled weather, and that is exactly what we need. We need the moisture in the ground, even though we're not doing as bad in terms of drought as those northern regions, but we still need the moisture heading into the summer months, and we need that moisture to come as cool rain because it won't impact our snowpack. We want to hold that snowpack as long as we can into the summer months. If we get a warm rain, it just eats the snowpack away. So that's the pattern that we're going to see over the next little while. Meanwhile, this is the pattern in terms of the drought at the northeastern corner of the province, as we well know, being the real concern in terms of Fort Nelson. And it's so great that there are people heading back to their homes, but we don't have a lot of rainfall in the forecast for that area. So it is really important if you're in the Fort Nelson, BC Peace River area that, yeah, absolutely, you keep you sort of yourself ready to be packed in a moment's notice because we don't have a lot of rainfall or relief in sight for you. This is tomorrow, though, for our region. We're expecting significant rain for the south coast, southern, central portions of the province. It becomes a little bit lighter. In fact, we're expecting some breaks of blue sky by the afternoon for Metro Vancouver, but certainly a wet Tuesday on the way and cooler, as you can see, across the region. It's the northeastern corner of the province, really, that is the only area that will see breaks of blue sky through much of the day. We're hoping for some breaks for our region, but it would be more towards the dinner time hour. 15 degrees should be our high, Sophie, so that is certainly cool. 19 is average. We are going to trend towards some sunshine on Thursday and Friday, but generally still, as we head into the next little while, we're looking at cool, wet weather. Back to you. Oh, I forgot our weather window, and it's such a nice one. Sorry. Hold on. Here we go. It's from Melissa, and this is Finlayson Arm, which is the Saanich Inlet. It's at the tip of the Saanich Inlet towards sort of the Goldstream Provincial Park. Beautiful shot. Thanks, Melissa, for that one.
All right. Thanks, Kristi.